this hate gays bill is what I call it. I mean, the Republicans call it religious freedom. It's the religious freedom to hate gay people, and particularly trans people, and LGBT people in general, right? And North Carolina has passed this law, and Pat McCrory signed it into law, and it's getting some pushback. And a very similar law, which makes you wonder, did these things come out of the American Legislative Exchange Council? I mean, if very, very similar legislation is showing up in state after state after state, are the Koch brothers coordinating this? I honestly don't know. Or is it some right-wing religious group? Is it the E Street house here that Jeff Charlotte wrote the book about, the family? Who is it? But the Georgia legislature, basically what the law says is it's a preemption bill. It is the state preempting the ability of towns, counties, or any other government body that's less than the state legislature, preempting their ability to pass their own laws, to have anti-discrimination laws in their own communities. Charlotte, North Carolina had passed a law saying you cannot discriminate against people based on their status with regard to sexual identity, sexual preference, etc. In other words, you can't discriminate against LGBT people. You know, in housing, in employment, in services, you can't do it. They are now protected. It's now part of our law, just like you can't discriminate against people based on their race or on their religion or on their gender. And when Charlotte passed that law, the largely men in the Republican men in the state legislature said, "Oh no, we can't have this," and so they passed a law making it illegal for Charlotte to have this, protection. Georgia, and that still stands. And you've got, some very large corporate organizations saying, maybe we're not going to come to North Carolina, or maybe we'll even leave North Carolina. So Georgia's right-wing bigoted legislature passed a very similar law. They passed their version of the Hate the Gays bill. And Governor Nathan Deal, after hearing from Delta Airlines and Coca-Cola, who are both headquartered in the state of Georgia and who treat their LGBT employees well, after hearing from them and a number of other companies that do business in Georgia, he said, okay, we're no. And he just vetoed it. So now we get to see whether the legislature is going to try to override his veto. This is going to be interesting. So, where this goes and what it means.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.